For anyone who isn't familiar with the concept, a recursive translation is when something is taken from one language, translated to at least one more, and then converted back to the source language. The results can be quite interesting. Anyway, let's go. The Legend of Zelda. Link's first legendary mission is coming to classic NES adventures for Game Boy Advance. The Legend of Zelda invented a genre and conquered generations of games. The timeless NES adventure is now available on Game Boy Advance. The evil War Ganon imprisons Princess Zelda and plunges the peaceful land of Hyrule into darkness and despair. Only a young boy named Link has the courage to answer a hero's call. Will he be able to find the lost fragments of the Triforce, defeat Ganon, and save Princess Zelda? Only you can decide what happens to Hyrule. Zelda Adventures 2 Link. Link's legendary adventures continue in this classic NES game for Game Boy Advance. The second game in the Zelda series featured a more complex world than its predecessor, paving the way for classic 2D side-scrolling games. For the first time ever, you can now play this timeless adventure on Game Boy Advance. The land of Hyrule once again falls into chaos. When Princess Zelda falls asleep in a northern castle under the spell of an evil wizard, Ganon's minions take over Hyrule and threaten to summon the Dark Lord from the dead. Only the young hero Link has the power to find the lost pieces of the Triforce and save Hyrule from destruction. The Legend of Awakening DX by Zelda Link. A trip to the colorful and beautiful Koholint Island. Link's latest challenge centers on Koholint, a mystical island where dreams and reality collide. As a precaution, Link must escape the island and find a way back to his beloved country, Hyrule. This is not an easy task. The islanders do not know the outside world. One creature, a talking owl, may have the solution to Link's dilemma. Link first has to deal with 8 dungeons full of nasty monsters and tricky traps. His goal is to find 8 siren cars and wake up the almighty Windfish, which rules the island. Live an adventure in color! Journey through new dungeons. Only available on Game Boy Color systems. Take a picture and print it using your Game Boy printer. Sold separately. The battery memory can store up to 3 different game files. Play games on the Game Boy Color video game system. Displays up to 56 colors. I play on Game Boy and Game Boy Pocket systems. The Legend of Zelda Link Awakening. If you leave Hyrule, you won't have a home. Link, a shipwreck, is discovered on the strange and wonderful island of Koholint. Only by exploring caves and temples to find clues to the island's secrets can he escape. If the tool doesn't work, try combining the two. Sagittarius. Take pictures from a distance. Bomb. Destroy obstacles. Pegasus boots. Start running. Rock crest. Check what you want. Organize. Play and change your room dungeon. Amiibo. Summon the deadly Dark Link in your room dungeon. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Master Quest 2 bonus game disc. It's not just going out. The return of a legend. And the challenge of a true hero. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, considered by many to be the greatest adventure of all time, comes to the Nintendo GameCube in a faithful high-resolution recreation. As a special bonus, this disc also includes a brand new Master Quest. This is the second run of Ocarina of Time with beautifully designed and challenging dungeons. Only true heroes can survive this journey. Guided by a mysterious ocarina, Link must travel through time, fighting evil at different stages of his life. Link will explore a vast world full of fascinating characters and dangerous creatures while immersing himself in a story spanning hundreds of years. Battle your way through the original adventure in one of the greatest games of all time, or take on the epic challenges of the revamped Master Quest. Also includes, get the inside scoop on these and other notable titles: Law 1080, F-Zero, Lead, The Legend of Zelda Spirit of Awakening. The Legend of Zelda A Link to the Past introduces a new SP2 multiplayer adventure for 4 players, Metroid Prime. The Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition. The promotional disc includes 4 classic games. The biggest story in the game, the Ultimate Zelda Collection. The Legend of Zelda. Play the game that made a legend. With innovative and unique gameplay systems, incredibly deep puzzles, and a huge score, this modern classic continues to impress. Link Adventures of Zelda 2. While maintaining the epic story and puzzle-solving elements of The Legend of Zelda, the second game in the series expands the action sequences, introducing a new magic system and pushes the series in new directions. Zelda Ocarina of Time. Zelda moved into the third dimension with amazing photography, hordes of enemies, an innovative directional system, and the freedom to ride a horse. Ocarina of Time leaves a breathtaking and emotional experience for everyone who plays it. The Legend of Zelda Miura's Mask. The series once again puts a surprising twist on tradition when Link embarks on a 3-day journey to a mysterious parallel universe. Majora's Mask challenges players to don a magical mask and save a city in danger of being crushed under a terrifying moon. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina Hour 3D. A timeless legend takes on a new dimension. Follow your destiny through mountains, dungeons, and time itself to stop the evil thief King Ganondorf. Experience Link's greatest adventure reimagined in stunning 3D. After completing the main game, a new-look version of the challenging Master Quest awaits. The Legend of Zelda Mask is a 3D shooter. The world will end in 3 days. Can you stop the apocalypse in time? A twisted skull boy knocks down the moon and destroys the world in 3 days. To stop her, Link must collect powerful masks and relive his last days in a variety of unexpected ways. A special mask is used for the change. Swim lightly like an elegant Zora. Run over your enemies like a powerful cologne. Help and make friends with the interesting inhabitants of Termina. Track your progress with the Bomb Notebook. The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD. The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker is now HD and reborn on Wii U. Use the Wind Waker to control the wind and explore the ocean in search of eternal evil. Enhance control with the Wii U gamepad. The gyroscope points into the wind. Always make a map or swipe to order Wind Waker. Enjoy gaming away from your TV with the gamepad. Sign in from Miiverse. Write a letter. Put it in a sound bottle. Send it to the sea, and ask other players to find it through Miiverse. Add photos, too! The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. Become a legend in HD. Take on the role of the legendary hero Link and explore a vast and dangerous world. Only you can protect Hyrule from the shadows slowly creeping across the land. Journey to Hyrule with the Wii U gamepad controller. Access the map and item screens without pausing the game, or use off-screen mode to experience your adventures on your gamepad. Amiibo. Wolf Link. Enter the new Shadow Cave with the Wolf Link Amiibo figure. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. Return of a Legend. Link's Sky Saga has been remastered for the Nintendo Switch system. 2 ways to play. Traffic order. Joy-Con controllers can be turned into swords, shields, tools, and even flying mounts. Control button only. Compatible with Nintendo Switch Pro Controller and Nintendo Switch Lite system. Each sold separately. Use the Zelda and Loftwing Amiibo figures, sold separately, to travel between the sky and Earth at any time. Hyrule Warriors, you are against the army! The world of The Legend of Zelda and the epic action of Dynasty Warriors have merged! Fight as your favorite character in a battlefield full of enemies. Fight from the depths of the Water Temple to the heights of Skyloft. Includes co-op play using the Wii U gamepad controller. No split screen. The story of the Hyrule Warrior. Fight with all kinds of weapons in the world of The Legend of Zelda. New characters are also participating. Bring your characters from this game to the Wii U version. Requires Hyrule Warriors game and Wii U console. Sold separately. Contains content from the game Hyrule Warriors. The story of Wind Waker and the new Wrinkle story. New tactical elements are added, such as the ability to control multiple characters during battle. My Fairy mode. Pick up your fairy and take her into battle. To experience this game in 3D, you need a new Nintendo 3DS or Nintendo Pound DS XL system. Hyrule Warriors Final Edition. Face the enemies of Hyrule. The latest version of Hyrule Warriors has recently been updated for the Nintendo Switch system. Battle hordes of enemies with your friends in split screen. Dozens of playable characters. Improved graphics to promote fairy friendships. A new costume for the game, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Contains all DLC versions for Wii U and Nintendo 3DS. Hyrule Warriors Age of Disasters. 100 years ago, they were champions. Freshly chosen Rosie Roofyland Tingles. Tingle, who is still happy even at the age of 35, will go out to find happiness. One day, the hero hears a secret story. It is said that only those who save rupees and throw them into the Western Basin will be guided to the land of their rupee dreams. Fascinated by the story and bored with everyday life, the hero becomes Tingle and sets out on a journey to collect as many rupees as possible. Tingle finds himself traveling in a harsh world where no one can be trusted and the inhabitants have an insatiable appetite for rupees. He must learn how to keep his cool in big conversations and enter dangerous mazes on his way to Rupee Land. Cadence of Hyrule, Crypt of the Necrodancer with The Legend of Zelda. Be victorious to save the kingdom. The world and music of the Legend of Zelda series merge with the rhythm dungeon adventure action of Crypt of the Necrodancer. Feel the rhythm of hitting animals alone or with friends. Includes 3 DLC packs with additional game modes, music, and more. It's all the same thing. Thank you for the registration question?